welcome again to the When I Wanted Out talk show. I'm your host, Teliola Kola-Edun. Thank you for watching all these weeks. We do hope you enjoy what we're putting out. If you have any comments, please do share with us. We'd like to hear your thoughts on the stories or how we can make our show better. Now, today's episode, we're discussing a story titled, I Avoided a Catastrophic Marriage Because I'd Listened to the Warning in My Dream. Now, this story is about a young lady. She felt she had met her shining armor, her knight in shining armor, but then she had a rude awakening when she started praying about her union. She had a dream, and in that dream, she saw that the man did not even want her. She then realized that the man's behavior had shown it all along, but because she was eager to leave her parents' controlling house, she was blinded to the signs. It was at that point that she knew that she deserved better. Now, the details of this story are on all our social media platforms, so please check it out so you understand the context of this discussion. Now, to discuss this story with me are two fantastic guests, Miss Abigail Okolo. Thank you so much for coming. It's a pleasure being here. And Miss Bose Alao. Thank you so much for coming. So now, I'm sure you read the story. I'll start with you, Miss Abigail. What was your initial reaction to this story?
Was kind of shocked by the content of her story, and it centered on, I think my interest was centered more on parts where she did emphasis on she was kind of anxious to leave her men's house.
Yeah,
yes, and I think she also did mention of being the guy being the first relationship she ventured into.
yeah.
So I think, to my own opinion, I felt like those were a terrible combination to embark on when you want to take steps towards a relationship.
Yeah.
And it felt like she wasn't in tune with herself. So before I went to the end part of the story, I actually foresaw what was coming.
Yes. Yeah, so she wasn't taking the right decisions for getting married. What were your thoughts to the story?
Oh, well, when I read the story, well, we all know that different things happen in this our society.
Yeah.
I wasn't really shocked to that level, but I felt, women make mistakes too much. And like, how would you even have a reason, such reason to go into marriage at the first place?
Yeah, okay, so her reason of the house was too much for her. She could,
So I was like, no. I don't want to say she deserves what she's talking. No, I don't want to be, but
Yeah, I listened to a preaching by Dr. Olukaya once, and he said one of the wrong reasons, I can't remember all, but that one really stood out to me. He says one of the reasons why you should never get married is because you want to leave your parents' house.
I wasn't really.
Yes. So, I mean, that's just one wrong reason for getting married. In this story, we find that that's the wrong reason. The woman felt that, the house, I want to get out. I'm tired of the house. Let me go out. Let me just be, they're controlling me in the house. Let me go and get my freedom. But what other reasons? I know that's one. And I mean, I think as speakers, we agree that is not a good reason to get married. What other reasons would you see as wrong? When people say, I want to get married, I'm just going to go and get married.
Sometimes when you fall for pressure, society pressure, like you see people, maybe someone sees it today, your old schoolmates, hi, boss, oh my God, you look so good. How are your kids? And you're like,
I'm not married.
That's the freaky.
Yeah.
And the way you get home, be like, I think it's time. Are you ready? That's another wrong. Another one is some people want to go into marriage because of procreation only.
Are you looking at it from a man's standpoint? That the man just wants to have kids.
So female just want to
just have the kids. So they're not interested in the guy.
They want to. They just want to because their friends have kids.
Okay, so they just choose any guy and then they have kids. Are they expecting that guy to stay and love them?
Oh, some will tell you, if you don't love this person from at the initial point, you love your beings after. And the way they talk us, and they will just sweet talk.
I agree with you that because if people not telling you that you can just be the baby mama, at least even gives you an age because you can still venture into the market, right?
Then
So you see, I got to just like
another one is that I'm pregnant. Maybe you met someone, I'm pregnant, and then that one happened to me. I met my friend, I liked him, but it was not, I was in 400 level. I wanted to finish. Yeah. Because I'm pregnant, the pressure was from home too.
Okay, that because
my mom was like, 400 level, and then you're pregnant. Before it starts showing, you have to do this, you have to do that. I didn't answer her, but still, it was
that pressure.
Sorry to question. I think sometime 3 weeks back before the Christmas, I actually called my mom and I told her I'll be coming home this Christmas. And that's just, when she will start acting.
Not all our best friends, same thing.
If you don't met and ask you, okay, so I'm waiting for my grandchildren. Oh, first child. Like help other grandchildren. So it's the pressure.
The pressure there.
Yeah.
I did have intention of aborting, but I don't know. We met in just short time. We love ourselves. Maybe that's what we call love. Then, we fancy each other, but I am not sure at that period. It's supposed to be married because I'm not done in school. I have not served. And this person said, okay, I will stand by you. I will help you do this. I will help you do that.
So you what I'm hearing you say now is that did you end up getting married to this person?
Yeah, it was until now, 15.
Right.
What for? Because I never work for.
Yeah, I mean not for the other person. Yes. Okay.
So basically, you should not succumb to pressure.
You should do it.
So you build out lucky, I would say. Like you're lucky, but very, very lots of people.
They end up being baby mama.
Still, and wishing
what we had before the pregnancy was we had the talk. Are we ready to but then I still feel this man is just trying to get me. You will be my wife. Even you, are you ready?
Okay, so first thing first, don't marry because of the pressure from home. Yeah, pressure for grandchildren. Funny you said that about not going home. My best friend, so she's not going home because she's like, I don't want everybody to ask me question about marriage. I'm not ready yet, I beg.
Thank to be cold, I'll be coming with a marriage. So then I know for me, people from there, from a bed, very interested. But in light habits, but the truth is, the pressure, and it's common among women in their late 20s or early 30s. Once you start getting to your 30th birthday, it starts clicking like, oh, everybody's getting married, everybody's having their children.
And then whoever comes in,
me, and anybody comes in, just.
I think that's even some reason that gives some people, or let me say that's what some people have, that make them very desperate, be side chick, be second wife.
Okay, so the pressure,
no time, throwing other people's homes.
Yeah, it's right.
It's still the pressure.
It's still pressure. So it still boils down to pressure. So don't fall into that trap. I mean, it's very easy for us to say don't fall into the trap of feeling pressured. It's very easy to say don't. So what is it that we can do as women when we start feeling that pressure? That, okay, I need to be married. My mom is putting pressure on me. Society is putting pressure on me. My friends are putting pressure on me. I mean, what do I do to manage myself and to manage that pressure?
Funny enough, I think both steps. I think it should be added to most of the educational talk we had in our institutions, schools, maybe churches as well. Start and catch them early. Read books concerning relationships. Then take counseling post relationship. Trust me, I believe that tells it. So you start nurturing the idea of how to get a good relationship from the foundation. Because you can't start from number 6 till 10. You start from number 1. Then you start learning when you read that book, will your spouse or partner read same book? Someone you don't even know.
So I think what you're saying is being self-aware the ability to look at yourself and say, am I going to make a good wife soon? And you see, somebody came into my DM the other day and said, I'm looking for a wife. I'm looking for this. He gave me like 10 points of a wife. Yes, that I'm looking for 10 points in this wife. And I responded back. I said, oh, well and good. You want me to use my integrity to help you get a wife? Are you, all these 10 points that you listed now, are you that person?
It's more like saying,
are you one of those points? Are you that person? Because if you are that person, you will definitely attract that person. You cannot be so I think such a person is going to come and end up with you. So that's the same thing. I think what we're saying is that if you want a good woman, you are looking, you have to be a good man. You are looking for a responsible woman, you're looking for a sound woman, you're looking for an intelligent person, somebody that can hold conversation, someone that is beautiful, someone that can go out, your list is very long. Are you that man? Same thing, if you're a woman looking for a husband and you want all these qualities, soft life, you must have money, you must do this, you must do that. You too. Have you made the money?
What's your back and cow?
Have you made the money? So you're not just looking at, and I agree with you. I hear what you're saying, which is you want something. Start building yourself up for that thing. I'm going to actually jump into something on this because I think what I hear us talking about is purpose. Looking through self-awareness.
Faith,
She lost her purpose.
Yes.
Yes, that this has nothing to do with your education. It has nothing to do with your age. It has nothing to do with your background. It's just finding your purpose, knowing that this is what I am born to do. This is what I enjoy to and close it. When nobody's watching, this is what this is the woman I want to see in another 10 years, in another 50 years. This is the person I want my children grow up to want to become.
Absolutely.
I want us to talk deeper on this issue of purpose. I remember that when I was single, one of my very good friends, like a mentor, she said, I know you're looking to get married, but are you taking time out now to pray for yourself, to be the woman that you need to be, for your spouse, to be the man that will complement your purpose? What exactly is your purpose and how do you find that purpose? Because that was the question I kept asking her. I said, okay, you want me to look for my purpose? How? He says, you need to go back to the manual. The person that created you knows why he created you,
And then this man or this proverb, they say, as a woman, if you don't get what you want to get while single, when you get into marriage, you might not get they even use the word of TV.
Okay.
Like if you want to change anything as a woman, maybe you want to change your world, you cannot do it. You only be able to change your TV.
Okay.
No.
Yourself. You have to work on yourself.
That understands you. I don't know, but finding purpose before marriage, I think that should be the best. Inside marriage, I don't know.
It's quite difficult. I have to agree because once you are dealing with somebody else, it's difficult to take time to even look within yourself to say, okay, who am I? What did God put me on the face of this earth for?
But this is a very, very nice situation.
Okay.
Sometimes you find that purpose. You think you have found the purpose and you're on the right path. Everything is turning out well for you. You're getting the promotion at work. You have the good friends at your end. It's just your make and call and know everybody's coming to you, to your corner. And then this man walks into life and changes every.
But that's not found your purpose. That's the thing. That means you have not found your purpose. So you have. I mean, in my personal opinion, I may be wrong. People may disagree with me. But here is what I see. When you're working in your purpose, the man is already showing you who he is, except he's pretending. Some people are good at pretending. So if the man is showing you that this is who I am, you go to church Monday to Friday, or you do midweek service, Friday night service, and he's already telling you that you can't go, you can't do this, you can't. You're already seeing that this person is not really aligned with the goals and values that I stand for. Your interests are always put down. A man that is coming to align with purpose is coming to amplify what it is that you're carrying. And the other way around. You two are carrying, he sees that, okay, this woman has something that I need to let her shine. I'm not going to put her down. I'm coming to align to help her blow. Exactly. So I think many of us, even those of us that are married, we don't understand what purpose is.
No, I'm sorry. It still boils down to how we build yourself.
Okay.
I would say books because I'm a lover of books.
Okay.
You're right.
Yeah, I hate you saying that.
Yeah, I like to read books. That's like exercising books. Then you can teach counseling courses. It will remove. There is no pattern to relationship. There is no rule to it.
But yeah,
Certain ethics you would use to govern your life that can way and help you to build a solid.
and we're still on this topic of purpose. I think what we've heard Miss Abigail talk about is self-awareness, discovery of yourself. You can talk to people, you can read books, the counseling is helpful. I mean, we've talked about figuring out yourself.
Out education based on this. Maybe I'll talk about
Schools, yes, but I mean,
let's see.
yes, as a woman, you have to develop yourself. It's during your single stages that you start developing. Yeah, you start developing yourself. You're not going to wait until you get into a relationship to decide that, okay, I'm who I am because I'm in this relationship. You have to have found yourself and stand for something. I will take a short break. I'll be right back so that we can go deeper onto this issue of purpose. Welcome back. This is still the When I Wanted Out talk show, and my name is Kola-Edun. Before we went on the break, we were talking about wrong reasons for getting married, and we discussed that you should really, really never fall into the pressure of society to get married. You need to take time to build yourself up, and that's what we were discussing before we went on the break. Is how do we build ourselves up? How do we figure out purpose? Because the contributor of this story said something. She realized after she broke up with the man that it was time for her to find herself, to do things that benefited her, to understand herself. And that's what we're talking about right now. So, why is it that most of us don't understand this issue of finding purpose before getting married? Why do you think we just think marriage is the next thing, after school, next thing, without taking that time to get married, to figure out our purpose, sorry?
I feel our society has a role to play.
Right.
Because it's almost like, it's just me getting to school, maybe primary school, secondary school, and then uni, and then
that's the next thing. Yes.
There's no provision made to actually groom the girl or the boy into.
That it was there is time, there's targets, there's time limits. When figuring this about society,
Right.
you see a lady that says after 7, I want to go for my master's. They'll say, do master's in your husband's house.
So society really plays a huge role.
Yeah, pressure start coming. I was just 15, 16 or 17. Yeah, when a man finally comes in, and you think he's doing you a favor. Yeah, it's almost like that. Like, because you've not found yourself, you don't know your ground, you don't know your purpose.
Yes, and that's really crucial. I think many of us just it's an oversight. It's an oversight. We get married, we say, okay, I'm married, I need to get married. Even as men themselves don't understand what they're about. Who am I? Why have I become this way? Many people respond to trauma. Many people in this Lagos, in fact, the whole Nigeria, we are traumatized.
It's such from school,
Yeah, they are traumatized. So there are certain behaviors that we have taken as normal.
No,
how you react, how you are angry, what you do with your anger, what you do, what you say, all of those things may be trauma responses. Many of us don't take time to understand, why do I react this way? Why is my self-esteem so low? Why am I insecure? What is it that is pushing me to talk this way, or talk down at people, or look down at people, or be a snob? Or, inferiority complex, superiority complex, all boils down to insecurity. But many of us don't take that time to understand that, okay, the way you are is not right. Nobody is pushing back to you. Yeah, so you just go into marriage thinking that I'm eligible for marriage now. Let me just get married. But you have not done the work. All of us, we don't do the work. And that's why they tell you that you need to prepare for marriage. You need to prepare. It's not just, you don't just get married and think,
Prepare for marriage.
you need to prepare for it. You know, in America, for you to drive a car, I know Miles Monroe said this, that for you to drive a car, you know how much tests you're going to do. You're first of all going to do written tests. Then you go to driving school. Then you do driving tests. And inspector, once you fail, you start back again. Do you understand? So, but marriage, we just assume
When we get there,
it's going to work.
here.
But we haven't taken time exactly to understand ourselves. And that's the beauty about this person in this story, right? Besides the marriage, we're going to go into the dreams part. But just as she realized she needed to do work on herself. So I think we will close off on this point of purpose. All of us, every single one of us, need to be certain about what our life is about. Where are we going? What do we hope to achieve?
And excuse me, I hope purpose and career,
They are not the same thing, yes.
yeah, not because like me, I got my career before I got into marriage, but I don't know. The way what I'm hearing it, this sounds like it's actually different from purpose.
Yes. Your career can actually be aligned with your purpose. Yes. Some people find it out very early. Like people that will tell you that they were born to be doctors. They know they just want to help people.
You know, they just if they want Mr. Jobs.
And you know, as someone like my mom now, she's a lawyer.
She might be, it would have been influenced to be with or by some.
Yeah, so your purpose most times can be aligned with your career. But many of us confuse the two. Her purpose may be, I don't know, I'm speaking for my mom, is that she's helping people through her legal expertise
Stop them.
to sort them out. She has taken on the case of women. So she does a lot of pro bono, she does a lot of work for free, you know? Yeah, but because she's driven to help. So her career and her purpose are aligned. Doctors, I want to make sure that everybody around me is healthy. And if I do the surgery, I want to make sure you come out alive. I mean, their purpose may be intertwined with their career. So we're not saying that it's totally different, but you have to be able to understand what it is that God has put you on the face of this earth to achieve.
Don't just do it for the fun of it.
Yes. So you find many of us lack direction. We go from here to here to here to here. You know, we're not certain because we don't know where exactly we are going. And God himself is the one that gives us that. So we're going to switch really quickly because I think we've hammered on this purpose. All of us need to find purpose. Husband, wife, man, woman, girl, child. All of us need to start. And even as parents, we need to start helping our children understand their purpose. Yes. Guide them, give them directions, put them in the way of prayer and all of that. And speaking of prayer, the girl in this story talked about the power of prayer.
Yeah.
So do you have something to say to that? Like, because she said the Holy Spirit helped her in her dream to see that this man she's trying to get married to is not the one for her.
Was trying to get the attention of the man. He turned his back.
Yes.
Turned his back. And then somebody somewhere in the dream says, I'm with him.
Yes.
On him already.
Yes.
Well, prayer works.
Yes.
As far as I'm concerned, it works. Like I have someone. I can't say she's my friend per se, but you know,
Yeah.
I heard of a story from a friend. Like she's got a very bad marriage, and she gave up. She was tired, but trust me, a friend introduced her to prayer lines and all that. It worked for her. So you know, so her saying that woman of the dream. My own prayer is, was she very close to God before the situation of before that man started behaving that way, or that was not made up close to God? Because, you know, we have to friend with, but this same God that we're talking about will not tell you because they're not there before I won't take you. So you can show anybody your
And I feel just manage your situation from where the mess and see.
prayer works. Prayer works. Fantastic.
When I read her story, that part where she said she started praying, I smiled. What about I've done since? You're just doing it now. No, not just the what I would have done. It was an experience, just a quick one I had. In fact, like last year, a relationship I was into, I kept telling my mother, I keep referring to her as my best friend. So I told her, I said I kept seeing this guy repeatedly in my dream. it's funny. I kept seeing this guy in my dream, and each time it was more like, oh, he's walking towards me, and then there's someone else behind me. And I told her, I said, I don't know why I keep having this dream. Cut long story short, apparently there was a lady that was carrying a child for him, so he had to plank on me.
And very close to this story.
Exactly. She had to. In fact, one of the reasons why I said, okay, I have to just relocate, leave the environment, change my sanity, and it's been a struggle till now trying to create a balance for relationship. Like, how can you be in my face and everything seems so perfect, and then something can just...
So this is my personal opinion. Like you said, prayer works. Prayer works. The Holy Spirit would actually lead you. Yes. Once you start developing such...
Then you told in your dream, name of a side chick before. That's not right even together. This is why you pray. That you see different things. My mom would say, Holy Spirit is with gossip. No,
Okay.
this is Joey will tell you. Will tell you. What one time I told my husband so but then somebody had what told me. Okay, what if I told you I put things not that good there? I was given it was given to me. What people said I'm double out the phone. Double out the phone. I said something would giving. Yeah, and after I just want to know why.
So the Holy Spirit, I do agree. The Holy Spirit was fake
Me. I keep saying we because I fall into that category until I realized that it's something I have to like. Okay, well, yes, it's just a shame. I won't make that mistake again. Prayer changes everything. Prayer changes everything. And the way it works, it doesn't just come when you're praying for, oh, I want to get married. It goes to your career, and then it visits your relationship, and then it's visiting everything around, everyone around God says connected to you. So I think everybody should, irrespective of your religion, as a Muslim or Christian, will you probably right?
Yeah, please. Traditional, whatever.
Even if you are a Babalao, at least there's something you believe in. Consult that thing, consult the Almighty, ask Him for direction. Fixes everything like it never happened.
So I will wrap up on this episode. That has been really insightful. First things first. It's important, honestly, for me. I don't stand with traditional or any of that stuff. First thing, no, really, I only know Jesus.
I don't even know Jesus.
I don't know Jesus. So I know my God, my Jesus answers prayers. Yes. So you're going through tough times. You're trying to make a decision about who to get married to. You're scared of some certain situations. There's some things, bad marriages, your children, your finances, whatever it is. Call on Jehovah. There is nothing that my God cannot do. This woman held on to that. The situation was tough. She went to her maker, and the Lord revealed what was important unto her, and she made a decision based on the revelation. It is important for each and every one of us.
Anyway,
Yes,
what she saw in her dream was
right, because he had somebody else. There was somebody else. So it's very, very important for all of us to go back and renew our relationship with God. Let us renew that. It's the freshness, that relationship, that intimacy with God. And trust me, He will direct you and lead you and perfect all that concerns you. With that, thank you very much to our speakers. We appreciate you. We appreciate your time. And let us know your thoughts. Let us know if this aligns with what you were thinking, or if you have a different opinion, we'd like to hear. And make sure you follow us on all social media platforms so you get to know what we're doing. Subscribe to our YouTube channel so you get notifications of when we put out a new video. Thank you. Take care. And bye-bye.